Алоха, ребятки, это канал Серена Гейм, и с вами продолжаем Horizon Forbidden West, Запретный Запад. Нам надо вернуться в лагерь, отдать ништяки, все, которые мы набрали. До этого мы с вами помогли ребятам в пустыне, полетали на воздушном шаре. Так, ладно, что ты хочешь мне рассказать? Я думала, все слухи, которые она может мне рассказать, я уже послушала.
A caravan of Ostera made camp in the still sands south of here. We've tolerated them so far. But their leader's a greedy profiteer, and he's bringing in all kinds of supplies from no man's land. They'd better hope our commander doesn't decide to supply them with a swift death instead.
I'm sure there's more important things on your commander's mind.
Нигдешний лагерь.
Maybe I should check up on Porgif and his crew. See what they're up to.
Так. Нам наверх надо залезть. Поговорим со всеми в лагере, вернем эфир на место. Дадим толчок сюжету. Я так понимаю. Так, наверх.
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered Ether.
Drone's reconnected now.
И что нам это даст? Ладно, других дронов наснимаю. Увидим. Их достаточно много вообще летает по территориям.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
Так. Блин, а мы можем еще дофига порасспрашивать. Ну-ка, открытие и прохи предтеч.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here.
Странно, что не пропадает, типа я об этом поговорила.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
А Элизабет перестал говорить. Да блин, в чем прикол? Ладно,
I
пойдем.
guess I should get going.
Потом все это поговорим, узнаем. Я так понимаю, что это будет дополняться в дальнейшем. Так, Бета, что ты хочешь мне там рассказать?
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup.
Это первая запись, которую Элой нашла, когда была мелкая.
She found that recording from
Вот
the
это
video
вот
on
они,
your focus.
конечно, отсылочку
She's been
оставили.
watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
Ну, Элой, когда была маленькая, она тоже эту запись очень часто пересматривала.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big.
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was a liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
Так, ну давайте по порядку, Тильда.
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
Виртуальный мир.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
Так, дом.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
Так, картины и файлы.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. They didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted.
Так, она разорвала связь.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't, okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is.
When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Ну, не то чтобы много информации, единственное то, что это некая Тильда, возможно, будет сомневающейся.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Ну, дай ей время. Нам еще бегать и бегать. Так, эта дверь у нас закрыта. Так. Мы можем что-нибудь сделать? Бронекат, бурдюк, полугорок, бивень, проглота, нерв щелкозуба. Этих все. А этих мы еще никого не захватили дальше. Так. На верстаке. Ну, тоже. По нулям. Вообще сюда должен был Кетала прийти. Где он? Так, нет. Припасы.
To knock the equipment. Katala must have moved his stuff in.
Нормально, он так тут притащил с одной-то рукой. А вот и Китала.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map. Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Так, Тенакт. Ты и клан Небесников.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell
Ты
me?
обещал рассказать полную историю.
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Зачем ты стал
Why
шерифом?
did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
План Текота.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor.
Но с другой стороны, ты мог не выжить на Кулеруте. Что Текота, видимо, тоже устроило бы.
And never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
Так, крылья
When we
десятых.
were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
Вождь Хикара.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilled rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Now
Зениты.
that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
Нормально. Ну, про спутников и твое обучение, я думаю, спрашивать смысла нет, потому что я тоже там все будет меняться в зависимости от того, где мы по сюжету будем. И тут еще не все спутники, я так понимаю. Так, Зо, ты, кстати, как?
Aloy.
Hey.
Мы с тобой квест тогда делали.
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
Так, ядро управления.
Have those control cores. Are you ready to reboot the land gods in Plainsong?
Not yet. Gaia told me the reboot code has to be altered using data from the cores. She updated my focus with software to accomplish this task, but apparently it's very complicated. It'll take time.
Well, let me know if you need any help.
Отложенный квест будет.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Ну все, пошли отсюда.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
Ну, Гая тут постепенно отпирает очень разные места. Мы же дополняем ее другими системами. Итак, с чего начнем? Ну, давайте до дрона наблюдения дойдем. Нам их все равно собирать, а этот по пути хотя бы находится. Леса. Я мимо. Удобно. Так, где этот дрон тут у нас? А, вон он летает. А, кстати, вот он выступ, на который нам надо. Нормально. Сейчас залезем. О, зеленец. Это нам надо. Клинокрыл. Тоже клинокрыл. Лети сюда. Да! Ты серьезный, Лой? Ты чё не зацепилась-то? Вроде с разбегу было все. Ладно, подождем. Не, ну можно, конечно, до туда дойти, оттуда спрыгнуть. Но здесь вроде нормально. Или принципиально? О, нет, это не принципиально. Блин. Он просто побежал от меня. Почему-то урона от бесшумной атаки не так много было. Там бронекат. Это был высший коренокрыл. Так, тут появились квесты. Давайте сходим, возьмем. Ну, благо мы можем переместиться.
I can't believe I'm begging a bird for intel.
Let none doubt the strength of the Outlander's blade.
The Tanakh welcome you. That was clumsy.
Take it from a girl who grew up in
Яра.
the woods. Birds don't provide much conversation.
That's for sure. How are you doing?
Привет, Яра.
Well, better than you, I think. At least I'm not chatting with animals.
Подколола.
Here flew in yesterday with this in its beak. It's a cord that the Tanakh children use to carry their training swords. The kind of thing one of our young doesn't lose unless something bad has happened. I checked around. Turns out a kid is missing. Wandered off the day before last. Search parties turned up nothing. Gotta tell you, I'm not in the mood to lose one of my people. Especially a child.
Let me see that thing. There's a bit of quartz on here. It's probably sand, some dirt, and clay with a red hue.
Sand, dirt, and red clay? I know a spot where all three meet, just south of the settlement. Will you meet me there and help check it out? Maybe use that relic of yours. The way things have been going, I can't trust this to anyone else.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
I can always count on you.
Sounds like Yara is feeling isolated.
Так. 30 уровень, что ж там такое будет? Так, палящий копье, тут мы сражались и все закончили. Это, друг, далеко идти? На самом деле нет. Но, опять же, переместимся. Я не к вам.
Yara should be around here somewhere. I need to help her look. I'll handle this!
I think meat's onto something. So, here we are. Sand, dirt, red clay. Just like you said from looking at that child's cord. Maybe you could use your relic? See if he was here? Start where meat is. When she gets squawking like that, she's usually onto something.
Okay, I'm on it.
Так, ну вот он сидит. Это же он? Да, это мясо.
There. Small footprints. But the tracks lead away from here. Yara, I found a trail. Might be the child.
Really? Let's go.
Back at Scalding Spear, you said you couldn't trust anyone. What's going on?
With Draka out of the way, I thought there'd be peace for a while. 2 days ago, I had to put down another upstart. He thought I should have sided with Regala. How many more do I have to kill? When does it end?
Good question.
Do I detect a note of judgment there?
You know your people better than I do. But I have noticed that killing leads to more killing.
It's always been the way of the desert.
Yeah. But should it be?
I don't want to die here.
Wait.
I'm stuck in
You
here.
hear that?
Meet to the rescue again.
There you are.
I think the child's in that ancient wreck.
No! There's machines out there!
Вот пацаненок.
I'm ready to fight! Uh-oh. Oh no. One of these things.
Уходим.
Brace yourself.
Я, блин, знаю. Надо двигаться и ныкаться. Так я и помогаю. Надо сражаться с умом. Блин. Ну, нам как раз какие-то запчасти громозеба были нужны. Она нам высокоточных стрел накинула. Так. Не подходи сюда. No, I'm not alright. Ну, половину мы снесли. Так. Как он в меня попал? Я стою выше. Добьем.
Right, next time.
Think we're about to have a party crasher.
Grab the ammo.
The more the merrier.
Какой еще один гость, ты о ком? Три высокоточные стрелы, ладно, спасибо. Какие стены хорошие, не пропускают выстрелы. А, ты про вот этот кусок. Ну вот на это я не подписывалась. Не знаю, куда я попала, но попала хорошо. -1. Теперь где этот говнюк летающий? Тут где-то отвалилась пушка хорошая. Да блин. От громозева отвалилась большая пушка. Я хочу ее найти и ей отстреливать. Я уже одного твоего брата завалила так. Да я рядом с тобой тут тусить продолжаю. Где от громозева отвалилась пушка?
There you are. Good.
А куда ты... А, понятно. Отлично. Давай его притони. Хоть чуть-чуть у него снять здоровье. Ах ты! Бобо. Встал. Что, больше не взлетается? Короче, стрелять в грудину, и он будет падать. Так, стрелы. Спасибо. Ну и куда ты полетел? Да чуть-чуть осталось. Аллилуйя. Громозев, буревестник в одном месте. Вы, ребят, вообще охренели. Ну что это за приколы такие?
I should check on Yara and the kid.
Да сейчас проведаем. Пацан, ты как вообще сюда ускакал? Зачем?
My arm hurts.
We'll get you taken care of. I promise. Okay, little one. You're all right now. What happened?
I just wanted to go on a hunt, but I got lost, and then the machines chased me, and...
Hush. You're safe. Just give me a minute with my friend here. Then I'll take you back to Scalding Spear.
Thank you, Commander.
At ease, soldier. Those machines would have finished me if you hadn't been here.
The kid's okay. That's all that matters.
Yes. His parents will be glad to have him back. His squad, too. It's nice to save a life instead of end one.
Ну, для разнообразия.
It's true. But every now and then something blooms from it. I'll think about what you said.
I'm just glad I could help.
About that. Take this. You deserve it. You found the child. Well, you and meat.
What a team. Stay safe, Yara.
And you as well.
Нормально назвать птицу мясо. Ну, просто мид. Давай собирать все, что тут есть. Раскраска, которую Яра, что ли, нам дали? Итак. Мы тут проходили мимо чувачков, у которых там что-то случилось, но я не могла, я была на другом квесте. Я к ним не могла подойти, теперь могу. Что у вас случилось, ребят? Кого-то выслеживаете?
Everything okay? What are you doing out here?
Ask my grandmother. I risked leaving guard duty to look for her. She stopped to see the bloom, and now she won't leave. Since when does she care about flowers?
They're not just flowers, child. They're scarlet stems with a scent that soothes the nerves. Or so I was told many years ago by an Utaru seed tracker.
An Utaru? Now you're telling stories. If one trespassed here back then, you'd have killed him on sight.
I couldn't. Found him picking flowers, right near here in Tanakh territory. I was all set to strike him down, but he was singing.
Singing?
Can't remember the tune now. Just the lilt of his voice. And his name. Nilo. He decided to stay for a day or two. I took guard duty here so I could keep coming back to him. And he kept delaying his return to Plainsong. For the flowers, he said.
Please don't tell me I'm descended from an Utaru gardener.
Almost. Almost. But the thrill of battle called
Почти,
him in,
почти.
and he had to return to his people. I've always wondered about the life I missed with him. Whether he misses it too. Would he welcome me in Plainsong? Or at least accept a scarlet stem?
It's a long way to Plainsong, but I get back there now and then. I could pick some scarlet stems and bring them to Nilo, if I can find him.
Please. He was an herbalist there. I know the time has long since passed, but I'd like to know. Well, I'd like him to know. Ugh, you know what I mean.
I think I do.
Encouraging an old woman? Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I?
А почему нет? Действительно. Ну тут хотя бы 18-й левел нужен. Для этого. А не подойдут вот эти цветы, которые? Почему здесь-то? Просто вон их сколько.
Think she'll find that Nilo guy?
I thought you didn't care.
I don't. Not really.
А, тут у нас тоже есть квесты. Из квестов квест. Понеслась.
I should look for the herbalist. Might still be Nilo. I could give him the scarlet stumps.
Нило! Тут тебе букетик цветов. От одной бабули. Я подозреваю, он мне выдаст какую-нибудь награду, и все, и я могу здесь спокойно брать дальше квесты. Так, нет, там дальше выше. Чё ж он так высоко сидит-то?
Outlander, what can I do for you?
Так, Нило.
You're the herbalist here, right? Are you Nilo?
No, Nilo was before my time. I think he went up north a while back to Riverhim. Why? Do you need a special solve?
No, but someone else does, in a way. Thanks. I'll try Riverhim.
Но все равно квесты я тут возьму.
There's a grove there, a memorial, a beautiful greenery. If he's there, I bet he'll be tending it.
Thanks again.
Glad I could help. I hope you find what you're looking for in Riverhim.
Lovely to see you.
Everything I can.
Итак, квесты.
I did. The water is so I went to the hunting grounds to train. The river was being
Я так понимаю, где-то ниже находятся, да, они все? Или не очень? Нет. Где-то тут. Вот. Первый. Что у вас случилось?
You're the one who spoke before the chorus. Maybe you can help.
Maybe.
This is not your concern, Outlander. Have we not tolerated?
Нет, не надоело, пошел в жопу.
I think you can handle one more.
Молодец, целуй прям.
My wife, Kalai. She was to join the chorus. She went up to the promontory to perform the rite of discovery, but she must have fallen. And now they are abandoning the search.
We have done enough, Bree. The search party found nothing but her instrument broken beside the riverbed.
And atop the promontory was only the dye she used for the ritual. We will not ask more of our people to risk their lives because of one woman's stubbornness.
But the seed she carried deserved to be planted and remembered. I heard how you helped the land god Ray. How you saw what no one else could. Please, will you look for her seed pouch?
False hope is a creeping vine.
Shut up. Так, хор.
How was Kalai chosen to join the chorus?
The chorus chooses its own, but they can't do so in isolation. They must listen to the people. Kalai was a growing voice for new ideas instead of old traditions, and her beliefs were catching on.
We cannot deafen ourselves to dissonance, unpleasant though it might be.
So you had to admit Kalai, or risk legitimizing her ideas even more.
The Outlander catches on quick.
У нее опыт уже.
The rite of discovery. What is it exactly?
It's a pilgrimage to the Promontoria, the place where the first Utaro beheld Plainsong. Kalai was to follow the path our ancestors took, mark her eyes with dye, and then play her song while overlooking the land. She then would have added her mark on the promontory itself, joining the marks of those who came before. Every new chorus member used to make the journey, but because of the derangement, the practice has been abandoned. Too dangerous. No one's done it for years.
Then why did she do it?
We all urged her not to, but as was her way, she ignored our warnings.
She thought it would lend strength to her point of view. She needed to prove that she respected the old ways, even as she advocated against them. Then maybe more people would listen.
Так, политика Калаи.
What were Kalai's political beliefs?
Radical. You would have gotten along.
Жаль, что только с ней, знаешь.
Dying. But Kalai believed we don't have to die with it. As the wind carries the seed to distant lands. She proposed that the Utara leave Plainsong and seek out a new home.
We are bound to this land. A tree cannot pick
Но
up
вы
its
не
roots
деревья,
even as
ёб-моё.
fire approaches.
But you're not trees.
It doesn't matter now.
У нас миндальная, блин, связь с собой. Так, мешочек семян. Ну, в принципе, мы знаем, что у них при себе всегда есть мешочки семян, когда они там ходят живые, а потом собирают их. Вот, после смерти семена возвращают в землю, которая разрастила их, чтобы они вновь проросли.
Which is why I want Kalai's pouch. Her seeds deserve to be planted in Plainsong.
The river will carry the seeds to new soil, where they will take root and flower.
But they won't be at home.
It's the best we can hope for.
Я
If I'm
посмотрю.
not that way, I can take a look around.
Thank you. The promontory is northeast of here.
Ну, мы все равно куда-то туда будем идти. У нас это все по пути.
That's where the search party found her instrument.
Okay. That all right with you?
How you waste your time is not my concern.
Searching for what the land has already reclaimed is fruitless.
Они такие бесявые. Правда.
At this rate, we'll have nothing but...
What's going on here? Sounds like there's a problem.
We're speaking about something important, Outlander.
Yul, please. Later. A reminder of why I often prefer plants to people. They're so much less demanding. I apologize for Yul. My people used to be friendlier, but hunger robs many of their kindness.
Я тоже злая, когда голодная.
Seems like there's a lot around here in short supply. Is there anything that can help?
As Yul said, we need food. So much so that we've sent hunting parties to the Old Growth, a forest in the north. We never used to hunt animals for food. We never had to. But as our crops fail, we've run out of options.
But something else went wrong.
A machine slaughtered the last hunting party we sent out. A claw strider.
То есть они, по сути, вегетарианцы. Или даже веганы.
Deadly than any we've seen before. Until it's gone, I can't risk more hunters, but without that meat,
Хотя нет, скорее
our people grow
вегетарианцы.
more lean every day.
Но из-за нужды им приходится питаться теперь еще и мясом. Так, Хор.
I saw you up there when I spoke in front of the chorus.
Yes. I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help you, and especially Zoe. Many Utaru like to think we're above politics, but that is far from true. I don't often agree with Fane, but I have to work closely with him on many matters.
So you didn't want to cross him?
Not in such a public way, no. I hope you don't hold it against me.
What's done is done. It all turned out in the end.
Так, нехватка еды.
Without more food, how much longer can the tribe hold out?
The land gods blight the fields more every day. A month, maybe 2. The maddening part is that many are resigned to this fate. Like Fane, who would have us simply wait to die.
Да не только Фейн, блин, весь ваш хор предлагает просто ждать смерти. Поэтому Зои и решила послать их в жопу и уйти с нами. Но в том числе, чтобы и помочь своим.
Tell me everything you know about the machine that attacked your hunters.
It fell upon them near the edge of the old growth. One of them, Ven, survived and made it back to Plainsong. If you wish to question him, he's recovering with our healers. The other 4 hunters weren't so fortunate. It must be a powerful beast. Can you destroy it?
I've handled tough ones before.
Мы только что зарубили буревестника и громозева в один заход.
One more thing. Every Utaru wears a small pouch of seeds, given at birth, planted at death. It is how we remember our loved ones and celebrate their place in the cycle.
It would mean a great deal to the hunters' families if you could recover them. I'll do what I can. I know you will. Be careful in the forest. Before I head for the old growth, I might want to talk to the survivor. See what he can tell.
Так. Ну, Сарлес, он тоже, кстати, 15 уровня. То есть там не что-то очень большое.
There's the survivor from the hunting party.
Ух,
I'm here about the machine in the old growth.
You're going after that horror.
I'm going to try. Do you mind answering a couple of questions about it?
I'll tell you what I can.
Так, расскажи, что произошло.
Step by step.
There were 5 of us, hunting for boar to help feed the tribe, just like we had done half a dozen times before. Some machines got in our way. Happens every time we go to the old growth. Like always, we cleared them out. But this time, when we were done, we heard this roar.
Hey, easy.
I saw a flash from the trees, all claws and tail. It ripped right through Cole and Ree, and Zan came right at me, slashed my shoulder. There was blood. Then an arrow slammed into its neck. My friend Lau, he distracted it. Yelled and whooped it.
Высший загонщик какой-нибудь.
He disappeared into the trees.
Ну, как вариант. Ну, загонщики, ладно, они не сложные вроде бы.
So I did.
Поставлю ловушки и...
I was halfway back to Plain Song before I realized what I had done. Left Lau to die.
Пиши
Is there
машину.
anything you can tell me about the machine that might help?
It looked like a claw strider, but it was stronger. Much stronger.
Похоже, но сильнее, но может это реально высший загонщик. Высший, темнее и фиолетовым светится, это вот высшие как раз, если вы обращали внимание. То вот как раз они. Ладно, пойдем.
You don't want to fight that thing.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Well, if you do, I hope you cut it to shreds. It killed Lau, my oldest friend.
Прости, чувак, мне жаль. Давайте пойдем сохранимся. Супергеройское приземление. Так, где там костер у нас? Так, сохранение вручную. И на этом, ребятки, мы серию закончим. Спасибо, что посмотрели. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. Увидимся в других видео. Пока-пока.